Welcome to the 5th season here in the Houston Oilers franchise. The Oilers are coming off of a Super Bowl win versus the Carolina Panthers in an epic game where we won on a game-winning field goal to give us our first Super Bowl of the series. But this series is just getting started. We head into season 5 with a lot of wholesale changes, and we face the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has won 2 of the 4 Super Bowls in this series. So in this game, we have 3 Super Bowl winners in just this series alone as we get into season number 5. And let's recap the offseason. We first were faced with the dilemma. What do we do with Antonio Gibson? He has been the star of this series, but we end up deciding to give him a big extension offer, and he will be a Houston Oiler for life. We then extend Bryce Hall, who has been with us since the beginning of this series. So we knocked down 2 cornerstone pieces of this organization and this rebuild. We have to make some tough decisions. And Marvin Mims, who's been with us at the entire time, goes to the Houston Texans on a $100 million deal. And then the Super Bowl MVP, Devin Bush, goes to the New York Jets. We then, in free agency, decide to revamp our offensive line. So we sign Matthew Bergeron at left guard. He gets signed to a 2-year deal. We then go to the defense to replace Devin Bush. And we sign a maybe sleeper guy in free agency in Macklin Todd. We'll see how he fills in on a 3-year deal. And then we go out and sign Gervon Dexter to a 2-year deal to shore up our defensive line. And it was a very quiet free agency for us. So we head to the draft with a couple of picks. We made a couple of trades to acquire a couple more picks. We signed Clayton Goodman, or we draft him in the first round, and he will move over to guard. Eric Freeman is an athletic linebacker. He will move all over the place, but he is a depth guy right now. Terry McLeod will be the 3rd string tight end, but we really needed some tight ends after we let Irv Smith go in free agency. We then signed a power back, a different type of back to our backfield in Corey Birmingham late in this draft. And then in the 6th round, we signed Delonte Evans to develop at defensive back. And that really concluded our draft. So we head into season 5 with a different looking roster. Familiar faces still, but still a little different. AG is the lead back. Keon Carter and Davion Spikes will be the quarterback room. We only will have 2 quarterbacks this year. We carried 3 all of last season. But at receiver, no more Marvin Mims. So that means that Quincy Hall will have to step up now in his 3rd year alongside Jake Hawkins and Jesse Fisher Jr. And then we'll see who emerges as a depth wide receiver throughout this season. Danny Rudd obviously won Rookie of the Year last year. He returns as a superstar dev player now. And our offensive line looks a bit different. Joel Bitonio and David Bakhtiari both retired in the offseason. So now at left tackle, we have Mark Schilling, who has been learning from Bakhtiari and gets the start at left tackle. Clayton Goodman went from a 74 overall center when we drafted him to a 76 overall right guard, and he will block next to Nicholas Petit-Frere, who is going into the 2nd year of his 3-year contract. Von Cross won Defensive Player of the Year last year, and he is looking to get another big season under his belt, 15.5 sacks last year. And Heath Burnham is going into a big year. He had 7 sacks last year, but this is a contract year for him, and we still haven't decided what we want to do with him. So we will see if our depth guys like Manny Babineau can step up. Obviously, Gervon Dexter, who we just signed in free agency. We have some young guys we have been developing, and we'll see who can step up. And we have to make sure that we are ready in case of injury, like Devon Bridge, Trent Graham Jr., who's been with our team for a few years now. So we're going to really have to show what we can do as far as depth this year. I think this is the year that we don't know what's going to come out of this season. Derek Copeland was another guy that filled in for injury last year in the playoffs as Von Cross was hurt. Cross returned for the Super Bowl, but Derek Copeland filled in really nicely. And then we're going to need a big year out of Sidney Brown and Collier at our safety positions. But we'll see what happens. And I'm very excited for season number 5. We did have some undrafted free agents. These guys are all going to be renamed. So I will have a community post to give us some player profiles so we can rename some of these guys, like Ronald Duvall, who has 98 throw power. We picked him up as an undrafted guy. Eddie Stevenson, he's probably the closest thing I've seen to AG's athletic profile. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, good break tackle, has pretty good, actually power related running back skills right now. So we'll see if we can develop him. Javon Jackson, another young defensive end, and he actually will make the opening day roster because of his skill set. And I'm hoping to, find one of these gems late in the draft that we can develop, or undrafted guys that we can develop. And then another one is Paul McBride, who will be on the opening day roster as well as a free safety. We do have a new playbook coming into this year on offense because our offensive coordinator left for college football. Nick Gregory, who holds the Detroit Lions playbook. So that is the playbook we will roll with. And usually what I do is I play with it for a couple of games, then I go and add in some more plays based on their formations, or at least change the frequency of the play calls, just because you don't want repeat play calls. I make sure that I have only one play maximum I can call a game, so I make sure I have enough plays that I can get through, a game or two without having too many duplicate plays. So here's our schedule here in season number 5. It's very, very tough. We have a couple of lighter games. I think the Bears and the Packers are those two. But besides that, every game is going to be a battle. And it's going to be a tough road to get back to, honestly, the playoffs. Because we play the Chiefs twice, we play the Broncos twice, and the Chargers twice. And they are all revamped coming into this season. But we start with the Chiefs, who had to replace Travis Kelce somehow. So they went out and signed Isaiah Hodgins. They have Gerald Everett, who they signed, and then they also traded for a young tight end who will assume tight end on the depth chart number 1, and Arthur Baldwin. He came over from the Vikings, and he is in his 3rd year out of Ohio State. Their first round selection was Sherrod Tucker, who they drafted as a left tackle. They have moved him over to left guard, and he will be protecting Patrick Mahomes. They wanted a guy who can pass protect better than he can run block, and they move him inside. We'll see how that works out for them. But their defense is still pretty good. They have Chris Jones, who's still in the 90s overall, even though he is getting a little bit older. He does have a good backup in TJ Allen, who plays a lot of playing time. They also have some sneaky guys who are maybe not rated the highest, but put up good stats, like Cooper Lange, who has 87 power moves. He's also a pass rusher who can get after the quarterback. And then their cornerback room probably is maybe one of their strengths on the team. They have 4 guys, 80 overall or above. But coming into this game, coming out of preseason, we are actually a little banged up. Callum McDermott, Danny Rudd, and Trent Graham Jr. will all miss this opening matchup versus the Chiefs. So we are down 2 tight ends. So that means that our 3rd round pick, Terry McLeod, will have to play in his opening day debut in the NFL, almost at MLB. So he is going to be a rookie starter day 1, and we're going to have to go and sign a guy in free agency. So we go out and sign Brandon Russell, 3rd-year tight end out of Alabama, and he comes off of the streets, and he will play today. So we are a little banged up coming into today's game to open the season. We face the Kansas City Chiefs, who we have formed a rivalry with. So let's get this season underway as we are at home in Houston, and the Super Bowl champions will host the opening day kickoff, and the Kansas City Chiefs will start out with the ball. And here comes Patrick Mahomes. No more Travis Kelce. He has a trio of pass catchers with Rashee Rice, Kadarius Toney, and now you see Baldwin as well. And the first pass of the game is a screen pass, incomplete. And we get this season underway. At the 26-yard line here, we send pressure at Mahomes. He throws to the left side, and there is Arthur Baldwin with his first catch as a Chief. He's filling in that prominent role at tight end in that Andy Reid offense with Patrick Mahomes. So fresh set of downs here at the 42, handoff, and that is going to be a stop in the backfield, and it's Von Cross, Defensive Player of the Year, getting in the backfield, and he gets the stop there, a loss of maybe a half yard. 2nd and 10 now. Here's Mahomes throwing to the right side, and that's another throw to Baldwin, but this one's knocked out by Bradley Collier, now entering his second year as a starting safety out of Stanford. Former second-round pick brings it to a 3rd and 10. Here is Mahomes rolling to left side. He throws this one up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Alani Rutherford is there, and he takes it back to the 33-yard line. But Mahomes just trying to do too much on that play. Maybe it's the emotion of the start of the season, but he just flings that one up, and Alani Rutherford's just waiting for it. Easy pick right there, looking for Kadarius Toney, and our offense comes out onto the field for the first time today. And here it comes. Keon Carter led this team to a Super Bowl. Even though he missed a good portion of the season last year, he's back healthy and ready to go. So under center now, here's Carter for his first pass of the game to the right side, and that's a good sling, and it's going to be ruled out of bounds. Wow, the left foot could not get down right there. And it's 2nd and 10, handoff. This is going to be Gibson up the middle, and he picks up a gain of 8. I will reveal the sliders that we updated to. We didn't make too many tweaks, but we did make some tweaks to make it harder for the run game. I thought it was just a little too easy. 3rd and 2. Here's a throw across the middle. That's a catch and a first down. And that is Terry McLeod, the rookie out of Colorado, with his first career catch. 1st and 10 now. Here is Carter throwing to the right side. He's got McLeod again. He does drag a foot and gets both feet down for a gain of 4. The pressure was right there at Carter. Here's another handoff, this time to AG, and he picks up 2. And now we get to the 47, early 3rd and 4. Carter in the shotgun again, rolling to the right side, throws that way, and he cannot find Quincy Hall, who takes over as that number 2 or 3 receiver in this receiving core. And Coach Eddie George wants to go for it. A 4th and 4. Here's a short throw this time. It's Brandon Russell in the game, and he converts for the first down. Wow, just signed off of the streets, and he converts there for his first real catch here with the Oilers. Handoff this time, it's AG, and he picks up a gain of 3. 3 early carries for him, and now that brings it to the 40 for a 3rd and 7. Carter in the pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the left side, play action fake, rolls to the left, throws back to the right, and that's going to be incomplete. He had Jake Hawkins open, and he cannot find him, and from the 40, a 57-yarder, Jack Podlesny knocks it through. And that is good. He won best kicker back-to-back years here in this series, and it's 3-0 Houston. So here's Mahomes back on the field. Here is Pacheco finding some space and picks up a nice gain of 7 as he gets to the 32-yard line. And remember, we had issues stopping the run early in the season last year. We eventually slowed it down. It's now Mahomes, 2nd and 3. Rolls to the right side, throws that way. He's got Rashee Rice, who breaks a tackle. He's on his feet to the 10. Touchdown. Wow, they make it look easy. Rashee Rice is now one of the best receivers in the NFL. And in real life, he's starting to come around as well. And he just avoids the tackler from Sidney Brown, and he takes it himself. It's 7-3. A quick strike here for Mahomes in this offense is here is AG starting out the next drive. It's a gain of 5. So now at the 26, it's a 2nd and 5 now. Carter buying time, throwing on the run. He's got a man deep, and that's caught. It's Jake Hawkins, the speedster, and he picks up the first down. What a throw by Mahomes, and he puts it right on the money. I said Mahomes, I meant Carter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's a throw to the right side. Here is AG out of the backfield. One of his best traits as a running back is his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. He gets 5 right there. Trey Battle checks in. Carter throws to him on a 3rd and 2, and it's incomplete. How did that not get to him? He had nothing but space. He probably would have scored on that. It's 4th and 2. AG is back into the game. We hand it off to him. He hits the hole and does pick up the first down. As we get to the 21-yard line, as this first quarter is, about a minute here to go here in this quarter. Here's a throw across the middle. It's Carter trying to find Jesse Fisher. He cannot hit him, and he just overthrows him. Carter seems a little out of sync early on in this game. Just a little bit. 2nd and 10. Here's a short throw. This time it's caught. Quincy Hall breaks a tackle, and gets about a gain of 8. Remember, Quincy Hall had a big Super Bowl where he led all receivers in receiving. As now that is a 3rd and 2. Carry this time, AG spins into the hole and picks up a first down. And now we get a fresh set of downs here. Now we're inside the 10-yard line. It's goal to go. As his first quarter winds down here, Carter steps up in the pocket, tries to scramble, and the ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Cooper Lange at the 1, and the Houston Oilers will turn it over after that long drive. You've got to be kidding me. Carter tried to fight for the end zone right there, and he could not get there, and it was punched out. So now Mahomes starts at the 1. Here's a throw to the right side. It's Kadarius Toney giving them a lot of space on that play. It's a gain of 20. Can't believe they threw the ball right there on the 1-yard line. Now fresh set of downs here at the 21 as we're in the second quarter. Here is a carry, and a big-time carry this time. Pacheco running angry as he always does, and he picks up a first down. And there's the new signing, Macklin Todd, who is shaken up on that play. He will go to the bench. So that inserts Eric Curley on the field. Here's a throw to the right side. That is going to be a catch down the sideline. I have no idea how Kadarius Toney got that wide open, but it's a first down. Mahomes spreads us out here 5 wide. We send the pressure right at Mahomes. It's a sack. Dave Washington, former Rookie of the Year back in season number 2, comes up with the sack. He takes over for Devin Bush full time there at that Mike linebacker position. Here's a 2nd and 10 throw for a gain of 5. Rashee Rice as they get back to the original line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 10. At the 30 now from the shotgun. Mahomes rolls to the right side, throws back to the left, and it's almost intercepted. Bradley Collier had it in his hands, and he just drops it. And Mahomes luckily settles for 3 on that drive. A 10-3 game now. Here's a carry. AG hasn't been able to get going. 8 for 28 so far, but we don't want to abandon the run at all. It's now a 3rd and 8. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. The Chiefs send pressure. Here's a throw deep down the right side. This one's caught, and it's Quincy Hall. First down for the 3rd-year pro out of Auburn, and he's got his 3rd catch of the game. Is he going to be the receiver to step up this year? He's got the size and speed, and he's been developing into a nice young player. Now 1st and 10 now. Here's Carter throwing up the seam, and that is caught. It's going to be Terry McLeod filling in for Danny Rudd and also the injured Callum McDermott, and he picks up the first down. He's got 4 catches in his debut as well. Here's a throw to the right side and looking for Deion Branson, who checked into the game. That one's incomplete. And now it is 3rd and 10. We are in field goal range, though. Here is Carter throwing short, and this one's overthrown, and it's almost intercepted. I can't believe the defender just knocked that one down. So the 52-yard field goal is knocked down by Jack Pudlesny, who makes it a 10-6 game. As here are the Chiefs back on offense, and they convert right away for a first down. 1st and 10 now at the 47 here for Mahomes and the Chiefs. In the shotgun, Mahomes rolls, throws deep down the left side, incomplete. Bryce Hall on the coverage, fresh off of a new contract. He can still smell the ink. That deal was worth about $40 million for 2 years. 3rd and 8. Here's a throw across the middle. That one is incomplete. No flags on the play either. And we do get them to punt away as we get the ball back with about 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Antonio Gibson. Nice carry right there. He goes for a gain of 9. And that one takes us to the 2-minute warning. At the 16 now, here's Carter stepping up in the pocket, taking off, and he does slide down at the 24. We're going to have to hurry it up a little bit, but we do have all 3 timeouts here, 1:40 to go. Here's Carter throwing deep across the middle, and a great play by the defender catching up, and that was intended for Quincy Hall, who was open, but it's knocked down, bringing it to a 2nd and 10. Here is Carter now in the shotgun. Here he steps up, and the pressure gets to him, and he goes down. It's a loss of 5, And now it's 3rd and 15, back at the 19-yard line. Here's Carter. Pressure right in his face, and it's intercepted. It's Julius Moreland, the former Super Bowl MVP, and he takes it back to the 9. The pressure was right in Carter's face. He was hit on the throw, and it's just an errant throw right to Julius Moreland, who won Super Bowl MVP back in Season 2. And that is an interception. TJ Allen was there on the pressure as well. So 1:19 to go. They're at the 9-yard line. Here is Mahomes. Here's a throw to the end zone. Caught. It's Arthur Baldwin. His first touchdown as a Chief. And the Chiefs will take the 2-score lead here. We still have time here at the end of the half, so we'll get another chance to redeem ourselves. But a nice little setup by the turnover there. It's a short touchdown and short field to go for the Chiefs. 17-6. Here is Carter taking off again. And he gets hit, and he is going to be injured on the play. And it looks like he is going to have to come out of the game. So now at the 24, in comes Davion Spikes, who played, remember, 6 games last year. Here he gets the carry. That one's going to be a big-time run, and it's AG who converts there. We do have to call a timeout here. The clock is running, though. 45 seconds to go. Here's a throw across the middle. Looking for Terry McLeod. That one is a miss. And it looks like Carter is going to be out with turf toe. So he will be out for the rest of the game. And his status for next week will be uncertain. So Davion Spikes is going to have to go the rest of the way. Here he throws to the right side. Looking for the rookie Terry McLeod. And he cannot find him. It's out of reach. And it's 3rd and 10. At our own 30. We don't want to do anything too crazy here. Here is Spikes taking off, and he fights forward for the first down, and he's going to come up just short. But we are going to punt this ball away. It just doesn't make sense to take that risk there, 4th and inches, and give Mahomes another short field. And we do punt it back to the 18. And Mahomes has done a lot with less than 20 seconds on the clock. He has 22 and 1 timeout. We'll see what they do here at the end of the first half. He throws short. This time, Kadarius Toney. And that will be the last play of the first half. The Chiefs will not go for it here. And we lost our starting quarterback. We're down 2 tight ends, and we're down by 2 scores. It's 17-6. A lot to do in the second half. So here we go, a great first half. And now we got to play catch-up versus the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs. Here is Jesse Fisher Jr. He takes the opening kickoff up the middle and is tackled from behind at the 42. But that's a great start here to the second half. Antonio Gibson, 10 for 43. 4.3 yards per carry isn't bad. But we do want to start to really air the ball out, especially with Spikes, who likes to throw the football down the field, remember. Here is Spikes now, taking off with his legs right away. And that may have been a designed quarterback run on that one. And it's a first down. And that's a big-time gain of 18 yards on that scramble. We're at the 40 already. Here's a design run again. It's a read option, and he's got another big gain, and he gets about 17 yards on that, and it's a first down. It's just a different-looking offense with Davion Spikes in the game. He likes to run the football, and that's what we're going to do. Here he is again, another play-action fake this time. Spikes out of the pocket, buys some time, throws to the rookie McLeod, and he picks up a gain of 7 for the first completion of the game here for Spikes. Now it's 3rd and 2. This time running Jesse Fisher in motion. We give it to him. The blocking's out there, and he picks up the first down. McLeod could not get out there for that final block. That probably should have been a touchdown. So at the 10 here, 1st and 10. Spikes takes off up the middle, and he will get tackled from behind to only a gain of 2, and now it's 2nd and 8. Play action fake again. Here's a throw to left side. It's McLeod again, and he has the most catches on the team today in his first NFL game. He gets to the 2, though, for a 3rd and 2. We give it off to AG, and that's a Chris Jones tackle for loss, a loss of 2, and the Houston Oilers settle for their 3rd field goal of the game. So here are the Chiefs back on offense, and there is Arthur Baldwin again. He just keeps getting the ball. 4 for 41 and a touchdown. He's been busy. Here's a throw to left side, and it's Mahomes finding Kadarius Toney for another big gain and a first down. You got to be kidding me. I mean, Mahomes is just You know, if he's not throwing an interception, he's throwing the ball down the field, it seems like. Here's Mahomes now, rolling to the right side, throwing that one out of bounds. Von Cross was right there, and he gets a hit on Mahomes as well. It's 3rd and 5. They're in field goal range, obviously, at the 22. Here's a short throw. This one's intercepted. It's Eric Curley. What a play by the defense, and we've picked off Mahomes twice today. And I just got done saying if he's not throwing an interception, he's throwing the ball deep. That time it's an interception, and Eric Curley is there. I have no idea why the game was glitching on that replay. So now it is still a 17-9 game. Here's a short throw to start the next drive, and that is caught for a gain of 4. 3rd and 6. Big time 3rd down here after the turnover. Here is Spikes under pressure. Throwing to the right side. He's got Jake Hawkins. He stayed in the pocket and threw that one under pressure perfectly. It's a 1st down to Hawkins. So now at the 33-yard line. Another read option play. Spikes with the speed gets to the outside and picks up a gain of 10. 5 for 57 for Spikes. And that's the type of offense he wants to run. He ran this type of offense in college, and he likes that read option, having those RPOs in the playbook. Here is Gibson with the big time carry up the middle, his longest of the day, and he picks up a 1st down. And one thing that does is that frees up Gibson because they have to worry about Davion Spikes running the football as well. Here's a throw to the right side. It's Terry McLeod. Somehow finds the young tight end, and it's not intercepted, and it's a 1st down. And Cooper Lane, who recovered that football earlier in the game, he goes to the locker room. How about the rookie Terry McLeod? 6 catches today, and he has been phenomenal as Gibson takes off for a gain of 7. As we're inside the red zone now, it's a 3rd and 3 again. Another 3rd down conversion. This time Spikes takes off up the middle, and TJ Allen, who forced that interception earlier on the hit on Carter, makes the stop. It's 4th and 2. Will we go for it, or will we let it run into the 4th quarter? It snapped at 1 second. Here's a quick throw, and it's Terry McLeod for his 7th catch of the game, and he picks up a 1st down. Goal to go inside the 5. Here is Spikes trying to find something, and he cannot. He goes down at the 7-yard line, and it's now 3rd and goal. In the 4th quarter now, Spikes throws short, looking for AG, and he cannot find him. And once again, we settle for a field goal. We have had 4 field goals today, 0 touchdowns. And it's been a defensive game here for the Chiefs and the Oilers. And we're only down by 5. Here's a throw to the right side. That one could have been intercepted. It's Bradley Collier again, who just isn't aggressive with the ball in the air. He just knocks that one down, and it probably could have went the other way. It's now 3rd and 9 now. We actually declined the penalty as Mahomes comes out with 5 wide with Pacheco there in the slot and Baldwin. They block both of them. Here is Mahomes. He's got time. He rolls to the left side, and he's going to run for this one. But that's going to be a tackle. Dave Washington runs down Mahomes, and he's going to be 2 yards short of the 1st down marker. So we do force the punt, and here is Spikes. He's got 7.5 minutes to go on this drive, but there is Gibson bottled up in the backfield. It's a loss of 3. So a crucial 3rd and long here, 3rd and 13. Here is Spikes throwing to an open man. It's Jake Hawkins who had a step, and it's just incomplete. So we have to get the ball right back to the Chiefs. And here comes Mahomes now with a 5-point lead. A field goal does still make it a 1-score game with 8 points on the board there between the two teams, but we'll see what they do. It's now a 3rd and 2 now. A very crucial down for the defense. Handoff. This is Pacheco, and he will pick up the 1st down carry. He's only got 9 carries today, only 36 yards. So 1st and 10 again. Mahomes throws across the middle. That one is going to be dropped. Rashee Rice had it in his hands. Casey Burton is in the zone, so he does get a little boost right there, and he knocks it out. 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes throws across the middle right to Rice again, and Burton is there for his 2nd breakup And now it is 3rd and 10 at the 49. Go at Rice again. This time it could be an interception. The pressure this time gets to Mahomes right away, and it's Macklin Todd. He gets the sack. It's a loss of 8. And how about that? The new signing, former Missouri Tiger, gets to the quarterback, and we will take over after the punt. So down by 5. Here we go with 4 minutes to go here on the clock. We can use a lot of time and move the ball the way we want to. We're going to run the ball and throw the ball as we got a whole lot of time left. Jet sweep this time. This is a fake. He throws out to the right side and looking for Fisher again. And that same throw we missed twice today. And it was a wide open Jesse Fisher again. And it's 3rd and 10. Here is Spikes in the pocket. Throws deep. He's got Hawkins downfield. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jake Hawkins just burns the defense, and that is Davion Spike's specialty. If you remember back to last year, the connection that was built between Spikes and Hawkins was very, very good, and it continues here in Season 5, and we go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. Here is Spikes rolling to the right side, throwing to the back of the end zone. It's Hawkins again. A 3-point lead here for the Oilers, and we score our first touchdown with 3 minutes left in the 4th. Couldn't write a better game script than this one. Here's a throw to the right side looking for Jalen Hyatt, and that is dropped. So now here they go, 2nd and 10 now. I said Jalen Hyatt. I meant Isaiah Hodgins. That's going to be a throw to left side. That's caught, and it's Arthur Baldwin, and it's Bradley Collier on the tackle, and Christian Barmore is shaking up. Everybody's hurt in this one. It's unbelievable. Here's Mahomes now, throwing to the left side. That one's caught. It's Baldwin again, and it's a first down. Baldwin looks like he could be a favorite target for Mahomes. Mahomes liked what he brought to the table after they signed him, and here's a throw to the right side. That is caught, and it's Baldwin again. He's filling in for Kelsey like Kelsey never left. And now they're inside the red zone. Down by 3. All they need is 3 to tie it up, but they're going for it. Here's a throw short. It's Gerald Everett. He's in the game, and he gets tackled at the 4, and it's goal to go. What a long drive here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Pitch play out to the right side at the 5, and that is a tackle for loss, and it's going to be Macklin Todd there for the tackle. So now at the 5 now, a 2nd and goal situation. Here's a handoff again. It's going to be Pacheco, and he gets back to the 4-yard line, and now it is 3rd and goal. Mahomes comes out here with 4 wide receivers. Baldwin's in the game as well. He rolls to the left side under pressure, throws back across the middle. It's somehow caught. It's Rashee Rice for the touchdown. Only Patrick Mahomes can do this. Rolling to left side, throwing a bullet across the right, and that is a catch, and the Chiefs are up by 4. A minute to go. We have all 3 timeouts. Here is Spikes throwing short. That's a catch by Jesse Fisher. He gets out of bounds, and it's a good start. Gain of 14. At the 37, now under a minute to go. Here's another short throw. It's AG who has it on the sideline and does pick up another gain of 10 for the first down. So now 50 seconds to go. Here is Spikes, this time taking off. He gets to the outside, and he gets out of bounds as well. 3 straight first downs here, and we're at the 41. We have all 3 timeouts still at 44 seconds. Here is Spikes stepping up. He's taking off again, and that's another gain of 10, but this time he's just short of the first down marker, and we call a timeout. We do eventually pick up the first down, but we do use another one. Here's a throw to the sideline. Was that caught? That was caught on the sideline. It's Quincy Hall who drags both feet, and we're pushed out at the 9. And now here we go. 20 seconds. Here is Spikes throwing across the middle. It's AG. Touchdown. Davion Spikes, the second-year pro out of South Carolina, orchestrates an amazing drive to end this game. And the Chiefs will have 17 seconds left, and they still have all 3 timeouts. Here's a throw to the right side, looking for Rashee Rice again. That one is knocked out by Burton. Now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw up the seam. It's caught by Arthur Baldwin. He's still on his feet all the way to the 25-yard line. A first down. How does this happen? He beats McClintock off the line, spins away, and Bradley Collier somehow cannot make the tackle. Unbelievable. And now the Chiefs are in field goal range, and they bring in the kicker to knock it through. What a terrible way to end this game here in regulation for the Oilers. It couldn't have gone worse except for a Chiefs score. Incredible. 17 seconds and they get into field goal range. So the Chiefs actually win the toss. So they will start the overtime period with the ball. And here we go again. The Chiefs once again making another great game out of this rivalry. As here is the kickoff here to start overtime, and that's a good return to the 29. And now here comes Mahomes. If they score a touchdown, the game is over. So here's Pacheco now with the first carry of overtime, and that goes for a gain of 4. That brings it to a 3rd and 6. Mahomes having a great game today, but 2 interceptions to his name. He throws deep across the middle. It's Kadarius Toney. We send the cover 0 blitz, and Toney gets behind the defense, and Mahomes makes an unreal throw, and it's a first down to the 35. Here's Mahomes now under pressure, throws this one away. Heath Burnham was right there, but he does get rid of it, avoiding the sack here. 2nd and 10 at the 35. They are in field goal range, 52 yards from here. Here's Mahomes throwing to the right side. It's Arthur Baldwin again. A gain of 9. And now 3rd and 1. Got to come up with a stop here. I don't know if they're going to run the ball or throw. They elect to throw. Here's a short throw. It's Pacheco, and he picks up the first down. McClintock in coverage, and he gets to the 14. And now it's a fresh set of downs here for the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes now in the pocket, throwing to left side. It's Rashee Rice all alone, and he fights forward for the end zone. He wanted that one badly, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 1. It's 1st and goal now. Here's Mahomes handing off. Pacheco, touchdown! And the Chiefs will win. Opening game here in the NFL, 33-27. What a game by both teams. But the Chiefs edge out the Oilers in this one. Wow. A long-fought game to open the season, but if that is a preview of what's to come here in Season 5, it's going to be an exciting one. Mahomes, 24 of 41, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Had a really good game. If it wasn't for those 2 picks, I mean, that would have been a great stat line. But how about Carter? Carter went out of the game and really wasn't doing too well. Davion Spikes came in and was actually pretty awesome. But how about the new signing of Arthur Baldwin, the new trade acquisition, I should say. 10 receptions, 161 and a touchdown, filling in for Travis Kelce. I mean, it's like he didn't even leave. Rashee Rice, 2 touchdowns as well. It was just crazy because I thought that this offense would drop off, especially losing a guy like Kelce, but Arthur Baldwin balled out. Like, he was crazy good. We ran the ball actually pretty well. We ran 80 yards with Spikes, 80 yards with Gibson, and almost 200 yards out of the game. But we did not get the win, obviously. And that sucks, but I did see some encouraging things. Our defense balled out. We held Patrick Mahomes to a very, I wouldn't say pedestrian first half, but honestly, like in the first half, he wasn't moving the ball too much. He had that one big pass to Rashee Rice. But besides that, we were actually shutting down their offense. We ended up giving 33 points up in the end. We shut them out in the third quarter. But it was just like a very even game. Our defense played well. Their defense played well. We can definitely tell that these two teams are probably going to be, one of the top 2 teams in the AFC come season end. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So now in week 2, we will face the Green Bay Packers, who traded Rashawn Gary in the offseason to our division, the Chargers. So they will look a bit different. They are rebuilding, but they got a great opening game victory versus the Broncos in week 1. So they are riding right now pretty high. but they come into our house, so they're going to have to do it on the road again. And here is Julian Wiley. Remember, we traded Julian Wiley to the Packers 2 seasons ago, and he had 7 for 79 in the opening game. So a very good game from him. And then we also traded them Terrence Steele after season 2. So we had Steele for 1 year. We traded him away, and he is still with the Packers. So we have made a couple of trades here with the Packers, and they have some players that they are still rocking with. One of their prize first-round picks was Malik Richardson, a top 10 pick here in this year's draft. He had a sack in the first game. We'll have to face him. And then they have another top 5 pick in Brandon Lawrence, back from season 2's draft. And he is a very, very good cornerback. He and Jair Alexander provide a very fast duo. So we're not going to be trying to go deep in this one. We're going to have to come up with a different strategy next game. So I hope you guys enjoyed week 1. Week 2 is right around the corner. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I hope the rain don't come in November, 'cause the summer went way too fast. I'm trying real hard to remember